patriotic American hillbilly, the voice of real Americans. Hey, so I wanted to talk to you about a topic that President Obama just recently spoke on, and it is the woke culture. He talked about the woke culture. Give us your thoughts, patriotic American hillbilly thoughts on the woke culture.
The woke culture. Let's start with President Obama.
Okay.
President Obama got we have a horrible division in our country. We have liberal, progressive, and conservative. And it's a horrible division. Both disavow the other, and it's becoming so hateful. I hate it. Anyway, President Obama. President Obama is a liberal, progressive pillar of achievement, right?
Right.
To the conservatives, is the worst thing that's ever been.
Of course, it's just your perspective, right?
Crap. Most of the stuff that you see dealing with that doesn't even have anything to do with what he did in his presidency. Just like every other president we have had since the beginning of our country, there was good and there was bad. Nobody's got it all figured out. President Obama, I prayed for the guy very, very diligently throughout his entire presidency. I may not agree with all of his policies and things he's done, but I prayed for him very diligently. This is the leader of my country at the time. Recently, he was on a talk show, and I can't recall what talk show it was. He was asked about woke culture, and his response was, "You kids need to get over it."
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, this tells me that this is a very thinking man. He's not based out of just political alignment. He is thinking, and he's a very smart fellow. He's talking about you need to get over it. What woke culture is referring to is this supposed enlightenment of a specific group of thinking. Okay? I support free thinking and free speech wholeheartedly, and I want to hear what you have to say about it. I wholeheartedly do. I want you to verbalize it. But this is something different. This is a culture that looks at themselves above everybody else as far superior, and everybody else is wrong. I recently saw one of the advertisements for woke culture. It was about parenting. They're referring to it as woke parenting. You're awoken. You've been awakened to the truth, and everybody else is asleep. It was a picture of a young boy. He was a fairly dark skin. I'm going to say some form of Latino. I don't know exactly what. And he was a smiling, happy young boy. Bright eyes and nice teeth and a good-looking kid. And looked happy, and he had a sign in front of him. And this is 3, maybe 4. I don't know the child, so this is an assumption. This is what he looked like.
So the child was 3 or 4?
3 or 4 years old.
Oh, okay.
Small kid, little kid, holding a sign that said, "Men have periods too." And this is the superior thinking of woke culture. I'm not a scientist. I work on hot rods, okay? So
right.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. But I know enough to know that you have to have a uterus to have a menstrual cycle. 2 genders. Balls, no balls. You have to have a uterus to have a menstrual cycle. Men cannot have periods. To me, this is child abuse. This is brainwashing. This is the epitome of everything that's wrong with what is called free thinking and woke culture. You're talking about things that are made up to protect the feelings of 0.001% of the population, and everybody else has to pretend.
Let me ask you this. I was recently in a panel discussion, and I had a young man say to me, point blank, "You're just not woke. You don't get it. You don't get it because I'm the age that I am, and I guess the life experiences that I've had, I wasn't enlightened or whatever."
Yeah.
That's happening a lot.
Oh, man. It's so hard for me to understand how somebody can stand on a feeling as the ultimate equalizer. Your feeling is what mattered, and truth has no bearing. And that's what this culture is about. It's about putting feeling above fact. The playing field's not right. You can't do that. What if my feelings are hurt if you don't give me your wallet? Should you give me your wallet?
No.
Your hard-earned dollars that you're paying for food for your children?
Absolutely not.
But I feel that way. You're hurting my feelings.
So how do we...
Bigot, give me your money. We got a racist, we got a bigot and a xenophobe. I don't even know all the words.
I've been called worse, and that's
But
okay.
this is the thinking. This is woke.
So how do we, as patriotic American hillbillies, try to counteract this in our country? Because this is a force out there right now.
It is. It is. It is an absolute cultural war. It is a war on culture, and the influences that are on this culture. It's unfathomable. You asked how I do it?
Yes.
And I encourage everybody else to take a stand and do something. I don't want to hear you complain at home. I don't want to see you Facebook warring and computer warring. I don't want to see that. I don't care. Me and a very close buddy of mine, we work together. We coach youth wrestling. We coach youth football. We coach submission fighting. We mentor young kids. We work in youth groups. Church youth groups particularly. We chaperone trips so these kids can get personal development and find on their own. I encourage everybody, do your part. You live here in this society, make it better. Make it better for all of us. Apathy is a nation killer, and that's where we're standing right now. Everybody thinks, well, it doesn't affect me, so I don't have any responsibility. This is comfortable. This is easy for me to sit in my chair and say, Facebook whatever statement, and I did my part. You're not doing your part. You're doing nothing. You're complaining. Get up. Do something. I use football and wrestling as I'm a man. I'm a man's man. I'm an alpha male type. I lift weights. I hairy chest and stinky feet and stuff. I'm a man's man. It's a chop wood. It's what we do. I'm raising men, young boys to be men in a society where there's no value on fathers in a home. Look at what happened to our country over the past 50 years and the relationship between the man being in the home and out of the home.
Right.
We're living in a different society. I don't like it. I don't want that. That's disgusting.
So it sounds like you're telling people to stand up.
Hold on. It's not disgusting if something bad happens to you and you split up with your people. I'm talking about the societal value on men not being a part of raising their children. So I just want to make that clear. That came out kind of bad.
No, that's fine. That's fine. It sounds like you're saying stand up, speak out, and most importantly, take action.
Do. Stand and do. I don't care what you say. Words don't mean jack to me, man. You can say anything. I want to see what you do.
Okay.
And I'll make this very, very clear. Lots of speeches I give, lots of people I talk to. A man is the sum of his choices, no more and no less. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you say, what you think, what you want to have. It doesn't matter. What do you do? Let me see your choices.
Very good. Thank you. Appreciate it.